Morning exercise with muscle working. Feeling tired or sluggish in the morning? It's time to energize your body and mind with this quick morning exercise routine. Woman lifting weights, each move is designed to wake up your muscles, boost your metabolism, and set a positive tone for the day. You'll feel amazing in just minutes, from toning your core to activating those glutes. Ready to transform your mornings? Let's get moving. 1. The bridge hip abduction exercise. The bridge hip abduction is an effective exercise that targets your glutes, hamstrings, and hip abductors. It's a fantastic addition to your workout routine, especially if you want to improve lower body strength, stability, and overall posture. Here's how to perform this exercise. How to perform. Start position. Lie on your back on an exercise mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Rest your arms alongside your body with palms facing down. Bridge movement. Press your heels into the ground as you lift your hips off the floor until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Engage your core to keep your lower back stable. Hip abduction. At the top of the bridge, slowly open your knees outward as far as comfortable, keeping your feet planted. This engages your hip abductors. Return. Bring your knees back to the starting position and lower your hips to the mat. Tips for best results. Keep your core engaged throughout the exercise. Avoid arching your back or letting your hips drop. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions for optimal results. This exercise is excellent for building strength, improving mobility, and enhancing athletic performance. 2. The glute march exercise. The glute march is a simple yet highly effective exercise that targets your glutes, hamstrings, and core. It's a great choice for improving lower body stability, strengthening your hips, and enhancing overall balance. This move is especially useful for athletes and anyone aiming to build a stronger posterior chain. How to perform the glute march. Starting position. Lie on your back on an exercise mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Keep your arms relaxed at your sides with palms facing down. Glute bridge. Lift your hips off the ground into a bridge position, ensuring your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Engage your glutes and core to maintain stability. March movement. Keeping your hips elevated, lift your right foot off the ground, bringing your knee toward your chest. Lower it back down and repeat the movement with your left leg. Repetition. Alternate legs in a controlled manner for 8 to 12 repetitions on each side, maintaining balance and alignment. Tips for proper form. Avoid letting your hips drop while marching. Engage your core to minimize wobbling. Breathe steadily throughout the exercise. The glute march is an excellent addition to your routine for building strength, improving posture, and enhancing functional movement. 3. The best glute bridge variations exercise. Glute bridges are a versatile exercise that strengthens your glutes, hamstrings, and core while improving hip mobility. Incorporating variations can challenge your muscles differently, enhancing strength, stability, and endurance. Here are some of the best glute bridge variations. 1. Single leg glute bridge. This variation targets each glute individually, improving balance and reducing muscle imbalances. Lift one leg straight while performing the bridge motion with the other leg, keeping your hips level throughout. 2. Glute bridge march. Add a marching motion to the standard glute bridge to engage your hip flexors and core. While keeping your hips elevated, alternate lifting one knee toward your chest. 3. Banded glute bridge. Place a resistance band around your thighs, just above the knees. Push your knees outward against the band as you lift your hips, activating your hip abductors and glutes. 4. Elevated glute bridge. Place your feet on an elevated surface, like a bench or step, to increase the range of motion and further challenge your hamstrings and glutes. 5. Weighted glute bridge. Hold a dumbbell or barbell across your hips to add resistance, boosting strength and muscle development. Adding these variations to your workout can keep your routine engaging while delivering optimal results for your lower body. 4. Rest for 30 seconds. 5. The glute pulse bridge exercise. The glute pulse bridge is an effective exercise designed to target your glutes, hamstrings, and core. Its pulsing motion intensifies muscle engagement, making it a great option for toning and building strength. This move is suitable for all fitness levels and can be incorporated into your lower body or full body workouts. How to perform the glute pulse bridge. Starting position: lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Rest your arms at your sides, palms facing down. Lift into a bridge. Press your heels into the ground as you lift your hips upward, forming a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Engage your glutes and core. Pulse motion. At the top of the bridge, perform small, controlled pulses by slightly lowering and lifting your hips without fully returning to the ground. Focus on squeezing your glutes with each pulse. Repetition. Continue pulsing for 20 to 30 seconds or 15 to 20 reps, depending on your fitness level. Tips for best results. Keep your movements small and controlled. Avoid arching your back or letting your hips sag. Engage your core to maintain stability. The glute pulse bridge is a great exercise for strengthening and sculpting your glutes while improving lower body endurance. 6. The oblique top twist exercise. The oblique top twist is a dynamic exercise that targets your oblique muscles, helping to tone and sculpt your waistline while improving core stability. This exercise also enhances rotational strength, which is essential for daily movements and athletic performance. How to perform the oblique top twist. Starting position: sit on the floor with your knees bent and feet flat. Lean back slightly, engaging your core to maintain balance. Hold a weight, medicine ball, or clasp your hands together in front of your chest. Twisting motion: rotate your torso to the right, bringing the weight or your hands toward the floor beside your hip. Keep your core engaged and your movements controlled. Return to center. Rotate back to the center, then twist to the left, bringing the weight or hands toward your left hip. Repetition: alternate sides for 12 to 15 reps per side, maintaining proper form throughout the exercise. Tips for proper form. Keep your spine straight and avoid hunching your shoulders. Move slowly and deliberately to maximize muscle engagement. If you're a beginner, perform the exercise without added weight. The oblique top twist is a fantastic exercise for building core strength, enhancing mobility, and achieving a more defined midsection. 7. The cross crunch exercise. The cross crunch is a highly effective exercise that targets your abdominal muscles, particularly the obliques. By incorporating a twisting motion, it engages your entire core while improving flexibility and balance. This exercise is excellent for building a strong, toned midsection and can be done anywhere without equipment. How to perform the cross crunch. Starting position: lie on your back on an exercise mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Place your hands lightly behind your head, elbows pointing out. Crunch and twist. Lift your head, shoulders, and upper back off the floor as you twist your torso, bringing your right elbow toward your left knee. Simultaneously, draw your left knee in toward your chest. Return to start. Lower your upper body and left leg back to the starting position. Alternate sides. Repeat the motion on the opposite side, bringing your left elbow toward your right knee. Repetition: perform 12 to 15 reps per side, ensuring controlled and focused movements. Tips for best results. Keep your movements slow and controlled for maximum muscle activation. Avoid pulling on your neck. Use your core to lift. Breathe steadily throughout the exercise. The cross crunch is a simple yet effective addition to your core routine, helping you build strength, improve posture, and achieve a toned waistline. 8. The chest back traps exercise. The chest back traps exercise is a compound movement that targets multiple muscle groups, including the chest, upper back, and trapezius. This combination exercise is excellent for building strength, improving posture, and enhancing upper body stability. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced lifter, this exercise can be adapted to suit your fitness level. How to perform the chest back traps exercise. Starting position: stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, holding a pair of dumbbells or using a barbell. Keep your back straight and core engaged. Chest press. Begin with the weights at shoulder height, palms facing forward. Press the weights upward until your arms are fully extended. Slowly lower them back to the starting position. Row for back. Lean forward slightly at the hips, keeping your back flat. Pull the weights toward your torso, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Slowly return to the starting position. Shrugs for traps. Stand upright and lift your shoulders as high as possible toward your ears. Hold for a second and lower back down. Repetition. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for each part of the exercise. Tips for proper form. Keep your movements controlled and steady. Avoid using momentum. Focus on muscle engagement. Adjust weight to maintain good form. Incorporating this exercise into your routine will help you develop a well-rounded, powerful upper body.